Remember when you were a child? You didn't care about every little mistake that you made, and you were probably a lot less reserved than you are today. That's how we should be thinking about speaking English. Feel free to speak without all the worry about technical details like grammar, because those things can come later. When I say speak English like a child, I don't mean speak in baby talk or some other childish way of speaking in English. I just really want you to think back to those carefree days when a conversation was a way for you to be heard. We can learn a lot about how to have a conversation by observing children. So, in today's video, let's talk about why it seems like children learn faster than adults and what we can do to apply some of those same principles to our English learning. Are you ready to start speaking English like a child? If so, then let's get into it. I was thinking the other day about how most small children don't have a problem with telling you exactly how they feel. If they have an opinion, whether it's a good one or a bad one, they're gonna let you know about it either way. This is a good way for you to think about English conversations. If you have something to say, just try it out. Don't worry about if it's perfect or if there's some little mistakes here and there. The most important thing is to just get the conversation started. And I'm not telling you to just run out there and insult someone, but just think about conversation in terms of having your thoughts and ideas known without worrying about the small mistakes. Since you're not a native speaker, you should expect to make small mistakes here and there. Children don't think like this. They say what they want to say, when they want to say, and how they want to say it. Sometimes they could even be too direct. So think about changing your approach from one of caution to, I'm going to try. A lot of my adult students tell me how children are so much faster when it comes to learning English. This may be true or it may not, but I think one of the things that contributes to this idea is that children just haven't developed that self-filter yet. I remember joining a graduation ceremony at one of the schools I went to when I first got to Japan. I noticed that most of the younger students would just run up to me, greet, give me a hello, how are you doing? But the older the students got, the less frequent those greetings came. The older the child, the less enthusiastic the greeting. And a lot of adults are the same when it comes to speaking in another language. We go for safety when it comes to our conversations. We don't want to be embarrassed about what we're saying. When was the last time that you decided against saying anything at all if you weren't going to be able to get it out perfectly? Instead of searching for perfection, it's best to just try. If you make a mistake, and then you can grow and learn from there. Most people that you come across will try to help you out if you're making the effort to try something. If you don't try something at all, you're never going to be able to have a conversation, so how are you going to be able to improve? Children are more worried about getting out what they want to say instead of perfection or correct grammar. So just get out what you want to say. Try is always important, and you can always correct yourself from there if it comes down to that. Another thing that children are great at is talking about something that they like. No matter the situation, my son can always tell me about the latest game that he's playing or the latest TikTok fad. This gives him the confidence to talk because he knows exactly what he's talking about. Start off conversations by talking about things that you enjoy, and you'll find that it's much easier to find the words that you want to use in that conversation. And if the person that you're speaking to enjoys it as well, now you have a good conversation going. When it comes to people talking about sports or TV and movie shows, these are things that I can go on about for days because I really have a big interest in them. Build up your confidence by talking about things that you love, and you can always go from there once you get that conversation started. How are you going to start speaking more like a child today? What can you do to change your mindset so that you can have better English conversations? If you enjoyed this video, how about sharing it with someone else that you think it would help, and then click right here to learn more. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in another one. See you.